We're gonna get back into it and just we're working on our munitions. As soon as we get a munitions factory up and running efficiently, we can go. I'm very happy to see that. That enactment time is just brutal. I'm not really sure. Man, they skyrocketed back up, didn't they? Look at that climb. 14 states, 147 brigades. And I think we also lose our munitions plants. No, we don't. France is already with me. So I'm not concerned about that. And I'm not going to switch sides. We're in too good of a place. Although that does put me at a default. Proposal for an alliance. No, that's fine. I'll ally with France. Have we managed to avoid the sickness? We did. We just broke it. Like, we just did. We can knock that down. Can't bring that down yet. I am tempted to tax the holy living crap out of grain. So right now we're like hanging on a thread, which is fine. And it looks like Olada? Oh no, they're all conquering Africa. We're good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to mobilize the Arabia HQ. We're gonna go with the armed forces. And I am going to promote him so he can handle more troops. And then I'm going to mobilize him and have him go on the defensive here. Why can't he mobilize? The HQ's not under our control. Oh, that sucks. That sucks a lot. Anatolia? Do we really not have a... We have a governor in Anatolia. Or a general. Oh, but that HQ, again, is not ours. Let's go ahead and activate some conscripts. Now, they're saying that we aren't gonna do well. But I don't believe that lie. And I refuse to believe that lie. Let's see. We could offer an obligation. I don't want to offer an obligation. But they are like... Oh no, that's in France. I wonder if they're going to come after me. Or I wonder if they are going to help me. Multiculturalism, universal suffrage, proportional taxation, labor movement, human rights, anarchism, in terms of what it leads to. You know what? I think dialects might be a really good one. But also... shell gun or triage. I don't know that I want triage just yet. Rifling will take 26 months. Yeah, we're gonna go rifling. Game finished downloading. Have a good stream. Thank you very much, sir. I hope you enjoy the game yourself. Bring on the war, man. Like I said, I just kind of hope that France actually does something. You know what I mean, Jellybean? All right, let's bring on the first battle. Oh, the French are here. Yes. Go France. Ooh, you're getting wrecked just a little bit. Yeah, I know we're defaulting. I'm gonna have to do it. We're going to revoke tax on liquor. Go for services. War has broken out. That's fine. Oh, we're conquering stuff left and right. They aren't standing a chance. And meanwhile, slavery ban is still occurring. Sephardim people have begun migrating to the state of Washington. Okay. That's a little weird. Don't understand that. Oh, I could push this. There is no enemy general present in the area. By theory, I should win automatically. Why am I not winning? I don't agree with that. I think those modifiers are well beyond I guess the modifier's after that. I see it. Dadgummit. Nice. Slavery has been banned. So everything that they're going for... Can you pause, please, so I can start looking at laws? So now, with that out of the way, we can go with multiculturalism. And make a very progressive Ottoman Empire in 1856. Yeah, no, they don't stand a chance. We're doing just fine. We're doing just fine. The hard times. Hunger's become a dangerous problem for our nation. It's hunger relief for 20... Watama Adana. Hold on real quick. We don't need either of those. Get all of my stuff back. And let's climb ourselves out of debt as quick as we can. Hey, look at that though. Our literacy's skyrocketing as well. So that's a thing that's happening. Sweet, we are pushing them forward. Oh yeah. Nope, you don't stand a chance. Sorry. I'm sorry. What? This is a naval invasion? I'm sorry, what? Chemical bleaching, so that's something that we can do. Yeah, I think the French are just going to absolutely demolish them. And they're already doing the Olata, so that's good. Alright, now that they've got that focus done, they can really start pushing and helping us. There we go. Now, we do have a lot of issues. We have a lot of people who are very, very upset that this happened. And that's fine. It's not the radicals that necessarily scare me. So we need to increase our standard of living. That's the hard part. And right now, clothes are our cause of that. So we'll drop down the clothes. We're going to remove that, which should help. Services can also get not consumed. Or at least not taxed. And that should cause another thing. Look at that. Our quality of living automatically just went up. And we're going to chalk that thing. We're going to chalk down things 1 speed. Adana has sparked criticism. Okay. Better hand on the scales if it saves lives. Market prices fairly or die. So Adana, if they really are that starving, I mean, they're not producing much. But that's not us. So we're being basically... Oh, my word. Okay. That's fine. Let's resume. Because I think I am... Oh, I don't have one. We're going to build 5 of them. Because each level builds 50. And so if we can spark that just a little bit, I think we'll be in a really good spot. Bread and blood. Lack of provisions is sped to Ankara. Sorry. It be what it be. So are these like the top 3 things that are being a price increase and price decrease? All right, we're going to see how well this works. Okay, so we need explosives and we need lead. We'll approach this in just a second. After receiving notice of the horrors the citizens of Ottoman have been enduring, solidarity among the nations has been raised. Moldavia or Tunis? Let's do Moldavia. I think that would be good. And surely this stuff is going down. Because the local governors have all the authority over there. We're going to repress. Can I not... Because they're not even anything, are they? No, they're not. Interesting. I still think things will go down. All right, so we need to import explosives for the time being. We'll do it from the British market and the French until we're making our own. Which we should be, I thought we had chemical plants. I swear we had chemical plants. Did we end up not building chemical plants? We must not have done chemical plants. I just swear we did. We'll do sweeteners. And I will do canneries. We can't do patent stills, which is fine. So... what we need to do then is we need a couple of chemical plants, which we can very much do. We got plenty of capacity in a lot of these places. A chemical plant produces fertilizer, but it won't actually end up producing fertilizer. We'll do 3 chemical plants there. All right, so yes, it is stupidly expensive, but at this point, once we hit enough, it's gonna plummet, which will be fine. We will support the workers in Russia, boosting the power of the trade unions. No, it'd be ill-advised. We're not gonna give Russia anything. Not gonna give them any chance to do anything today. That's not what we are about. All right, cool. So that's been plummeted, which is great. Eventually, this will both plummet. Yep, so we need some more lead, which is an okay reactionary move to do. Because we do have plenty of lead deposits that we can go there, which is fine. Now, in theory, I should be able to move all these. Oh, they are all at skirmish infantry. So if I move these guys to line infantry, I'm limited because of peasant levies. Son of a biscuit. Okay. All right. We'll consume more meat. We can go with an atmospheric pump here. Lead mines get it too. And guess what? Sulfur mines get it as well. Logging camps. We're all going to go to sawmills, fishing wharves. We're going to go to fishing trawlers. Sulfur mines. Oh, I got to wait for my chemical plants. That's fine. See, this is one of those things you also got to realize is that, like, just because something isn't getting utilized right away, yes, technically we're losing money. But look at what money we're losing. We're losing $2.50 every week. That's not a huge deal. But once we're able to build those chemical plants and that process really, really starts, we'll be good. So now what I can do is I can go to my market. I do have unproductive trade routes. We're making all the ammo we need. So that's really nice. We shouldn't have any more unproductive trade routes. We don't have any more unproductive trade routes, which is good. And then we could start exporting stuff. We're finally in the positive with grain. I'm not going to export that. Meat is probably something we could export. I don't know. I don't want to do any of those. No, I'm actually okay with not messing with any of that. We could use some coffee, and we could start pumping into the luxury people a little more. And Trabzon? Absolutely. That's okay with me. So what I need to ensure is that now my troops are well ahead of the game. Now, I did rifling. I'm researching rifling. Once we get done with rifling, unless that doesn't affect, which actually it may not. Yeah, trench warfare doesn't do anything. I think rifling is just a production method of the ammunitions factory. Or, not the ammunitions, the arms factories. Go to buildings, urban, arms industries. That's what it is. So it just makes more small arms, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. And then we're going to push our construction centers to be more efficient. And look at that, we're still in the positive. So now once we get done with those guys, we need to look and see where we are. We have low market access, states in turmoil, unproductive trade routes. Yeah. All of those. Let's see, we're importing. No, I don't need any of you. I do need you. And we're going to why can't I modify? Oh crap. Did I enable free trade? I didn't enable free trade. Or did I do what I could to get out of it? Yeah, we definitely need, like, protectionism or something. Because I don't think mercantilism... I must have just not... I must not have been paying attention or something. Or something got pushed that I wasn't aware of. Okay, so we don't need the push from rifling. So we don't have to worry about that. The munitions industry. Building is a munitions plant. Weekly profits greater than 0. Okay, so then we're just getting cash reserves built up. Perfect. And then we're building one more. Great. So that's going to allow for a little bit more expansion. I have 245 actual battalions. Egypt, I actually don't think... They have 137. And then regarding diplomacy, they have a defensive pact. That's not good. And they're in France's customs union. You're back with a question. I will do my best to answer it. How can you change the buildings tab to list view? You cannot. Because I love the list view. Let's see, what is it in the market or whatever it is? Wherever it is where the list view occurs. I absolutely love it. But you cannot change to a list view in the buildings tab. Isn't that fun? Nope, can't. Nope, doodles. Okay, our sorry about that, Dr. Kane. Let's see. The Sunni Elimi have expressed their concerns. I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap about the Sunni. Not in this instance. All right, so we are going to... We're going to start cranking out explosives. And that means that regarding explosives, here, I want to not have trade route. I no longer need you. I no longer need you. And then when we go here, I think to shell gun. Shell gun would probably be really good. Yeah, let's go to shell gun. So now what I need to try and do is see what a diplomatic play of... Ooh, I can't conquer anything? Why is that? We are already fighting in a war. Okay. I forgot that technically I'm fighting in a war. What are they missing? Okay, so we need... Oh, sweet! That actually passed. Multiculturalism will allow a lot of people to become assimilated into our state. Now, technically, no one is discriminated against, which will make it easier for people to stay within our state, which is very, very, very important, in my opinion. And then if we go down to... See, I can't afford any other institutions at the moment. We could do total separation, which would be good. Peasant levies down to a professional army. That's exactly what we want. We can mobilize 59 battalions. We get an increase in conscription, or a reduction in conscription rate. Okay. I have no infamy. So I want to do a diplomatic play of returning the state. See, that's really interesting. Because I have an alliance with France. Well, maybe I just do a diplomatic play. To, This would be a really good war. This would be a really good war. But I won't target it. Let's go... France may side with the enemy. This would just be really interesting. I don't have the ports for that. So we'll go here to Attica. Yeah, we'll go there to Attica. And then what I want to do is I want to add a war goal of returning the state. And then there's really nothing else, I don't think. Assuming they even show up. Okay, so yeah, we're going to start really cranking out chemical plants. Munitions plants really need them. That's fine. I will agree that it probably wasn't the best idea to do that. I want to make sure... Oh, wait. Who joined them? Oh, nice. Italy joined. Okie dokie. Well, let's push then. Is Russia joining? They were contemplating. If Russia joins, that's a little bit of a problem. Oh no, and now we gotta give local guys... And I have to increase his power because I need him. Oh no. He's too good of a commander. Dang it. Alright, this just got really interesting. This is a big, big play here. If Italy decides it wants to invade, not that there isn't anything I could do, that I could not be able to do, then I have to go promote the freaking Sunni. This is the one thing that I do not enjoy about the game, is the fact that I only have 2 randomized people as a possibility. And I really just don't think that should be the case. I feel like you should have a lot more options, or at least a determination on how you can modify that. Did Russia join? Russia did join. Oh no. Okie dokie, we got ourselves a rough and tumbling battle here. I might get my butt whooped. Just might get my butt whooped. But if we push here fast... This is what I absolutely hate, though. Why was he able to use 21 battalions when I only have 8? That is one of the most frustrating parts about this game. I will 100% admit. But, also, look at this. Look at this, dude. You push into Russia, man. You push into Russia as hard as you can. And then France and Italy are going at it. Oh my word. Do it. Bring it on, boys. Bring it freaking on. Okay, so what we need to make sure is that we have expensive government goods. Of course, clippers are always going to be. But I need to make sure that... Am I over my taxation? I don't have to worry about taxation capacity at all, do I? Oh, nice. So it's really just a manner of... just government aid and all of that stuff in general. Cool. Well, we'll do that real quick. I mean, life has to go on, right? I mean, they are losing a little bit faster rate than we are. France is getting their butt whooped by Italy. Come on, knock that last guy down. I'm fine with sitting here. But at the same time... Oh no, they fought back. Okay, let's get... Oh, come on. Come on. What's up with this? Casualties taken. Morale damage protection. So by default, we should have more positive modifiers. Offense and flat terrain. Defense in a forested terrain. That shouldn't matter if they are advancing. Defense should not... I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that one single bit. Nope-er-doodles. Nope-er-doodles. Cross-border investments. Sure. What's happening over here? Well, sure does look like there's about to be an active battle. Water tube boiler. Nice. Alright, France is going to knock them back, which is awesome. I agree with it. I support it. We're going to continue to pump out that stuff, which will increase our lack of attacks waste. We may get professional army here in a minute. I think my ammunitions is right there. So it's hardwood. That is hard to acquire right now. Very nice. We got professional army. Get some from the Prussians. Let's see if that helps. They're just chilling. Yeah, they're pushing. And I hate that they get to push. As long as I can resist them. But we are losing faster than they are. I really just need... Falling war gores were enforced. Awesome. So they are out. Looks like France is pushing those guys out. Yeah, I kind of just need you to work faster, France. Kind of relying on you. There we go. Start snowballing. Because I'm hanging on by a thread here. And I'm wrecking those guys, but at the same time... Goodness gracious. Oh, I don't need to look at my armies. I still don't understand why the Anatolia HQ is not available. Mobilizing a general will immediately begin. I just don't get why I can't use him. Should be able to. And dadgummit, man, but they're just whooping my butt. There we go. I wish you would be able to peel off forces here. Are you able to push? Oh, and Russia freaking came in. France is pushing there. Let's go. Oh, shoot. We'll do fractional distillation. And speaking of fractional distillation, I think we've got some new ways to do things. The condensing engine pump. Okay, so that's not what we want to do. New. And then if we went urban, they've got rifling, but that actually would not help us whatsoever. Steel tools wouldn't either. We're not that industrialized. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we aren't doing anything wrong. We're going to go ahead and standardize that across the board. Gas street lights would cause coal. That's fine. We'll do that. I think we could crawl out of debt with that. Central Archives was completed, which is what we needed. Bureaucracy, 5% bureaucracy, or 3,000 progress on the tech of inflation document, or whatever. We're definitely going to do the documents thing. So now that we have a good amount of bureaucracy, I can enforce this up a lot. Makes the states not a problem. Yeah, oh, it's just so frustrating that like I can't make any headway. And I don't get why I can't use these guys. I just don't understand it. Because that's half of my army. And I just can't mobilize because the HQ is not under our control. But the HQ is in Anatolia. Garrison is 84 due to him. Territory owned by a country in a particular strategic region. Any military units are not assigned, not mobilized, or considered to be in that HQ's garrison. They will independently defend the front. I mean, we might as well, right? I mean, I can't freaking use anyone else. We might as well get the garrisons going. These guys are just going to duke it out until the end of the earth. And I can't do anything. I just can't progress because freaking Nikolai Muravolf-Karski. And I still also don't get this. Like, everything here says that I should have the advantage. And I'm just getting what, like bad dice rolls? I don't know. There's a lot about it that I'm not understanding. And then I'm going to lose the war. Which, what are they wanting to force on me? Return Thessaly and Hunda Vengar Treaty Port. So overall, I mean, those conditions aren't that bad. Still, they're worse than, I mean, and look at that. I can't use them. My wife texted me deep breath, but she's not at the house, so I thought she was like watching me or something. We got not a migration. Come on, let's push them back. If we can start, France is starting to push there. We are not holding our ground there, but apparently we're doing really good. Like, even when they're beating us here, they're not really beating us. And like there, Russia's getting pushed back. If we can push and advance this front. We have already assigned that order. Okay, cool. And there's the French. No, there you go. There you go. Sway it that other way. Bread and blood. But Ankara isn't, or is Ankara mine? Okay. Nope, let's do this. We have decrees. Let's go emergency relief. Encourage agricultural. Come back to here. Italy's pushing me back there. He's an supply expert. He's got 49. But what is ours? 99? Oh, son of a biscuit, push. Push, you mad lad, before we end up losing this war. Oh, what a load of horse crap. Highest offensive world. Like, that's us. How are we losing this? See, this is what I just do not understand. There is no theoretically possible way in which I should lose that battle. I have no negative modifiers. I have none whatsoever. But I'm losing this battle. Paradox, if Paradox really wants to ensure this game doesn't die, they really need to get some tooltips on this thing. Because, like, unless I'm just getting god-awful RNG, it's possible. There's nothing... It should not ever be in this position. Yeah, you're not going to get through that, though, dude. Just help me push on these other fronts. So the French are going to come and help me, but I don't know how much help it will actually be. No active battle there. There are active battles there, and if we can push Russia and force them to start pushing... and get them to where they have to freak out about their own homeland, I think that's where we will start seeing this battle line get pushed back. A good vintage, of course, we'll do that. What I want to start seeing here is I want to start seeing them move guys back. Let's go and go here, and I'm going to have you defend there. There's so many troops here. There's so many troops right here. France, you're not going to win that. That's in the Arctic? That is in the, that's in the mountains, man. That's not going to happen. We are slowly pushing them back, though. And if we can actually capture Greece, then I think we'll be in, like, an amazing place. Yeah, Russia's just going to get wrecked. Okay. Well, we'll just keep pushing. Is there a way to make political parties happy instead of just passing laws? Yeah, you can start figuring out ways to promote their pops. So, like, if you, for instance, like the landowners in this case, they're a bunch of aristocrats and shop owners and stuff. if you were able to push more jobs their direction, basically, so allow the pops to gain jobs in that way, you can do it through that. You can bolster them, or you can suppress them as well, which is always a positive thing that you can do. It costs you a lot of authority to do it, though. And then, of course, remember that in order to pass a law, you have to have the interest group in the government. Captured 7 provinces. There we go. So bolster makes them happier? Yeah. The tutorial does not seem to explain it well. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, no, that's definitely what happens. Okay, if we can push them out. That's all I gotta do. And then we're pushing into Greece. Good, so that front has faltered. And so eventually we're going to have... We gotta push there, which doesn't give me much hope. There we go. This is what we wanted. Now we're gonna hang out. Might start over and not do Sweden. Honestly, I don't think Sweden is a good first start. I think Sweden is actually one of the, I won't say worst starts, but if you want a good starting country, Belgium's a really good starting country because they start pretty industrialized. Dadgummit. There we go. Oh, because we pushed into their territory, right? Yep, we conquered the war goals. My word, this has been an expensive war. $10 million, loads dead. Oh, my word. My dependents have probably gone up. Radicals aren't too happy with me. Frustrated? No, I get it, dude. You do really have to, with this game in particular, be okay with losing. I know it's a frustrating thing to say. I cannot tell you how many times I started over in the 70 hours that I played this game before release. Like, you have no idea how many times I started over. It sucked. Something wouldn't go right, and... Following war goals were enforced on Russia. Okay, they're gone. So now I can push because they're out. Seems smaller countries are better in this game. In many cases, yes, until you understand the system more. Like, I think there is a point where you do get what's going on. And from that point, you can really leverage yourself. Yeah, it takes a while. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't sugarcoat that. Did that a lot in CK3 when it first came out? Oh no, you're fine, dude. No, do not apologize. I am in no way upset at you for asking. Use of extreme force is becoming increasingly common. Yeah, we're not okay with that. Not okay with that at all. Yeah, never feel bad about asking me questions. Look how many battles we fought over here. Goodness gracious. Soon they're going to capitulate, though. There we go. All right. For sure, I'm learning too. Good. Good. Yeah, don't ever feel bad about it. All right, so we are recovering now. But we are hemorrhaging because we have loads of military wages, which I'm going to bump that down, by the way. Oh, no, I can't bump it down. Well, actually, I could. It wouldn't solve the problem, though. What am I doing? Bolstering? Why did I bolster the local governors? Stop doing that. No. And then I think once we recover from all the devastation, things will be okay. That would allow more people to vote, which in theory would allow more people to have a better life. Okay, so we're hemorrhaging. We're hemorrhaging money bad, and that's because we have a lot of interest. We have a lot of government wages. Now, our expensive military goods, that's one of the things. Yeah, we're paying a crap ton. Why are we paying so much? Our barracks are consuming them like madmen. So if we go over here to development, we're going to go to irregular infantry. We're going to go to infantry focus for our conscripts. And I may even do skirmish infantry there. Or I could go all the way down to irregular infantry and save $23,000. Now, what we can do is we can start pushing some trade routes. We can do an export. Lots of people are going to want sulfur. So we can really boost ourselves there. Have the capabilities of taxing services again. So we're going to do that to really kind of focus and get out of debt. And then we do have an investment pool of $653,000, which we can use on agriculture, plantations, ranches, manufacturing industries, mines, forestries, fisheries, and infrastructure. So what we need to do here, this is the really cool thing that I absolutely love about investment pools. We're gonna go down to our basics research, right? We're actually making loads of basic goods. We could, in theory, make another arms industry. What do we need here? Paper? Well, maybe we'll do some paper. You need paper? Let's make some paper. They don't have the infrastructure for it. They do. They don't. They do. Let's go here. So, a paper mill. Here's what I like about this. A paper mill will cost me, let's see, I'm pulling in 60 a week. So that means I can get construction done in roughly 8 weeks. So at 8 weeks times 12, a paper mill will cost me, wow, 90,000? No, 160, what'd I say? 8 times 12, 96,000. That'll cost me 96 grand to build this. I shouldn't pay for it because, oh no, wait, what? Hold on. Mines, forestry, manufacturing industries. Is this not a manufacturing industry? No, it can be funded. Okay, yeah. So I shouldn't see any decreases. I guess because, yeah, that's a little weird. So I could build 4 of these and still technically not tank my economy. Because look, it's coming from my investment pool. So if you can find laws that allow your people to invest in your country, I am building 4 paper mills 100% free. Madness. Absolute madness. And so that in turn will allow me to have an influx of paper. That influx of paper will in turn decrease the cost of my bureaucracy and of my government goods. And that will allow me to make more money. Now what we can also do is we can also go to buildings. I can go over to urban, and I know for a fact that I can go to sulfite pulping, which will increase. You know what? We're going to do paper bleaching. We have the capabilities of dyes and sulfurs. And so that's going to give us a huge increase. Excuse me. Cool. And just like that. Not only that, but we have bureaucracy is able to go higher. So we can push our literacy. And I'm actually going to push. It's going to take 152 weeks. But I'm going to push law enforcement to level 5. And then that also means that paper will go down. Yeah, well, we're going to build a whole bunch, so it'll be good. Now what we can do to reduce that cost even further is I can build more sulfite mines or sulfur mines, and I can build more, I can get more dye plantations. So that's probably what we'll end up doing. But for right now, we do need to push things a little further in this area. Let's go population. Yeah, that'll be a good one. Now let's build some sulfur mines. Wow, we're getting 57% productivity. We got sulfur mines, and then what did I say I need to do? Dye? I apparently don't have dye, but what we can do is we can import it. Dye. 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 We can import it from the Makrans, which is fine. Now, I also don't have any colonization laws, which is fine. I don't really need colonization laws whatsoever. But like I said, what we also want to start doing is we want to start building up our naval bases. We have to build up a naval base. Like, we just have to start working on that. And then on top of that, we need to build some shipyards. And that shipyard is going to focus on military shipbuilding because that's what's necessary to do it. Now we might tank. We might tank our investment pool by that point. But again, by that point, we should be able to have a lot of paper that we can then use. I don't think I'm importing paper. Let's find out. Better not be importing paper. If I am, then it doesn't look like I am. Good. Okay. Can we export? I don't really want to export that. Or that. That either. That would be okay to export. Let's bring the Prussians and the French in. And the Swedes. Yes, furniture, please. Please just like knock down my industry. There we go. I do need tools. And this is where, yeah, this is where we can get everything, man. So, I mean, the French are my allies, so I feel like importing everything from the French is going to be a net positive for me. And in the end, will only make us money. Or at least allow our quality of living to increase. Which I feel like is just as important. We do have other journal things. Rifling and the philosophy department. Now, the philosophy department, I'm pretty sure we can actually do. We should be able to do it. Let's go take a look. The philosophy department requires that a university be a level 5 and that we push the... Let's see. I know we have one up here. There we go. Level 5. There we go. Let's... Okay, we are going to start losing a little bit of money. Here in about 2 weeks. Yeah, here in about 2 weeks. There we go. We actually don't need this paper mill. We'll definitely do the sulfur mines. And then I think we'll take a break. Census suffering 50 authority, which means we actually lost some. Wealth unlocks women's suffrage. Okay. Path to liberalism is complete. The intelligentsia, under the leadership of Damad Mehmed Ali, has ushered an era of liberal politics. If he is fearless, he gets popularity. We could turn him into a radical, which means he would strongly endorse universal suffrage, censor suffrage, protected speech, right of assembly, guaranteed liberties. We'll do that, sure. Cool. Newly found party is the Conservative Patriotic Committee of Union and Progress. So now, instead of interest groups, being the lead thing, we now have parties, which will drastically change the game because now we have clumps of interest groups that represent an entire party. So for instance, if I were to reform, I kicked out the industrialists and I brought in these guys, I would gain a little more legitimacy. The problem is that I can't bring them in because they're pissed at me, which they'll be fine. We could enact a health system. We need pharmaceuticals. So that's one thing we will consider doing. And then emergency relief and Ankara. Oh, okay, we need to take those off. There we go. Now we have the positive again, and everything's nice and shiny. There we go. Eventually, we will get a lot of not productive trade routes. Trade routes need convoys. We actually down to the point where we need convoys. Restore autocracy. Yeah, no chance in heck, man. No chance in the world, actually. We have a couple of new journals. Freedom of trade and the freedom of thought. We need to increase the number of trade routes by 25%. And then we need to have an art academy. And then we need to have either right of assembly or protected speech. Marketplace of the world. Well, what could we import that would be useful to us? Actually, it just said trade routes. So with that in mind, oh wow, we do need more convoys. Interesting. That's cool. Oh, and this doesn't have to be done in a certain period of time. Okay. Hey, Durek, how you doing, man? We're doing good. We're just playing some Victoria 3. Unproductive trade routes. Those are very unproductive. The natural solution. Members of the Patriotic Party have loudly stated the only way to lead us out of the French versus Kikuyu war is to leave the government of our nation in their capable hands. They are truly our most capable people. 20% more. Oh yeah, we'll do that. Enjoying your. Yep. You've been looking at it, but it's undecided. Well, if you have any questions, just let me know. I am honestly very thoroughly enjoying it. I really am. I think it's one of the better Paradox games, in my opinion. We just gotta kind of climb our way out of debt for a little bit. Go ahead and decrease military wages for a little bit. Looks good, just have to watch a load of people play it. Yeah. Well, if you have any questions on the user interface, I have a whole set of tutorials on my YouTube channel. So, just as a cheeky little thing right there. Got a mining accident. We always go with the industrialists on that front. Usually my tipping point with Paradox titles is the way mechanics work. Yeah. I will say war is a bit different, and it has been a little bit frustrating lately. Just with the lack of what's the word I'm trying to think of here? The lack of accessibility and the lack of information. I will say that. Rifling. Do we really need to do rifling? We probably do. Leaded glass, crystal glass. Let's go after leaded glass. We could use the increase there. Water tube boiler. That's not actually going to help us in this point. Neither will that. Rifling will actually... Oh no, we need steel. We're not doing steel. Not there yet. Market squares is fine. Gas street lights. We're going to do free churches. Secular administration. University. We'll all go that route. Don't know why anyone would do anything but the latest and greatest. When it comes to wood, I think we're good. Little things like that that are important. Yeah. Well, the thing is about the user interface regarding war is that it's literally locked behind the engine. It's not even that they haven't shown it, you know, just because they didn't want to work on it, but they just literally, it can't be shown at the moment. The Ottoman market's grown famous worldwide. We'll sell. Let's see if there's anything I can do from the diplomatic action. Improve relations. Austria. Austria doesn't really like me that much, and that's okay. Can I make a move on Crete, and should I make a move on Crete? I'm in a war. I can't do that. All right, cool. So now we have an election system. And the Patriots, Conservatives, and the Committee of Union and Progress. There we go. So the Conservatives won, but I can't actually reform them and bring them in. So here's the cool part. The industrialists, they didn't join a party. I can't confirm that because someone doesn't like me. The Patriot Party will come in, which should increase my legitimacy by a good amount, assuming the game hasn't just crashed. There we go. And then lastly, the trade unions want to join the Committee of Union and Progress, so you do have to bring them in. So now we have an increase of legitimacy all the way up to 70%, which means that any laws that we try and pass will have a decently higher chance of going a little faster. Secret police, ooh. We should probably... Here's how you really help. Regulatory bodies. That doesn't stand a chance of passing. Censorship, that really doesn't stand a chance. What you do is you go, ooh, proportional tax. That has no chance of passing. No colonial affairs, colonial exploitation. I don't know that I really need to worry about that. But let's go ahead and try and pass charity hospitals. That'll satiate the Sunnis. And I can maybe get them in to my government and allow them to do the things they need to do, basically. But outside of that, we do need a university that is a level 5. So let's go ahead and push that up. We're going to resume things just for a little bit. And see if that university can't... Oh, it's going to take a little while. And everything else is pretty stark. Actually, let me take a look here. We don't need those other sulfur mines. We'll get that one in because it's almost done. But outside of that, we're okay. And then we're slowly increasing our institutions. We got level 3 there. This is locked because of reasons. Okay, now I can push things if I wanted to, but we're not really in a financial state to be able to do that. Are there incorporated states that I could do? There sure are. We could incorporate Palestine. We haven't, we've kind of left them in the dust all this time. I feel bad about that. All of those are low, which means we don't need fabric. We could use fruit, actually. Tobacco could also use a helping hand. Grain we're actually okay on, so that's not bad at all. We'll increase our naval base down here, which will allow us to have more. Yeah, we should be good there. I just want to work on my navy. I know that's very, very important. We just don't have a navy. Go with the armed forces. There we are. Two more weeks and we'll have the university and we'll get the philosophy department. Yeah, and as soon as that gets fully filled up, we'll be good. We will be right as rain. Philosophy department. We're going to pause there. We're going to go here. We have secured funding for the philosophy departments in all our institutions. The University of Azurun has chose to focus this funding on advancing Hegelian dialects. No, we'll definitely do university building throughput for 5 years. That just makes them more and more effective. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be done for today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. If you enjoy any part of this channel, you can do any of those things over there. We will be back on Thursday at 9 a.m. Central Standard. Yes, we'll be back on Thursday, barring anything happening. Guys, I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. If you are confused about anything regarding the user interface, I do have a set of tutorials online. You can go check them out. !social. We'll give you all the links there. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys later.